mark, that's for sure. He joins me now from Canberra. Wyatt Roy, good morning to you.
G'day, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Our youngest Cabinet Minister, round of applause for Wyatt. Right on.
Thanks, mate.
There you go, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Bask in the glow, bask in the glow.
Cheers. Let's see how long this lasts.
Well, well, actually, it's up to you, isn't it?
Exactly.
Look, lots of work to do, isn't there?
There is, absolutely, but it is such an exciting time. I'm the Assistant Minister for Innovation. Malcolm Turnbull has said this government is all about the future of our country and those new jobs, so it's a very exciting role.
What does the Assistant Minister for Innovation do?
Well, really, it's about bringing together that argument or that discussion that Malcolm talks about. Our country's had nearly a quarter of a century of uninterrupted economic growth because of the mining boom, because of productivity, economic reforms. And my job, working with Christopher Pyne, is to bring together the new argument, the new discussion about how we're going to have future prosperity by diversifying our economy, by being more innovative and supporting entrepreneurship. So it's a pretty exciting role.
You're working with the Today Show's Christopher Pyne on innovation. Wouldn't you know more about innovation than he would?
No, I think Christopher is a great advocate of this, and certainly I'm very lucky to work with Christopher, and in South Australia particularly, his home state, they are particularly innovative. I was actually tweeting with the Stephen Marshall, the opposition leader in SA this morning, and he was telling me all the great things they're doing down there, so we're very lucky to have Christopher in this role. All
right, Peter Credlin made an appearance last night. She had all sorts of things to say to clear the air a little bit. Are you glad she's gone?
Well, I mean, politics is a very difficult business. I always got along quite personally with her, and I never quite got the sort of public obsession with her. I mean, she of course, is not an elected member, but I think she'll go on to bigger and brighter things, and I have no doubt what she puts her mind to, she'll succeed at. Do
you think some in the party were a little bit strong on her?
Well, as I said, it's politics. People are strong on everybody in this business. The one thing that every politician and to a lesser extent every staff member in politics has is critics, and I don't think that that's a particularly remarkable thing. Scott
Morrison has come out today saying that he's hoping that there'll be tax cuts to higher income earners. When will that happen, do you think?
Well, it's 48 hours into the job, and Scott's the Treasurer, so I'll let him do that. But I would make a couple of points just quickly about tax. I mean, in the innovation sense, in supporting entrepreneurship, it is very important that we are a low-taxing country so that we can get these entrepreneurs from all over the world to make Australia home so that they can grow these new businesses and ultimately create the jobs that our country needs. I mean, we're not going to be a prosperous country. We're not going to have the jobs we need if we sort of tax ourselves out of prosperity. And I'll give you a great quote, one quick quote. Winston Churchill once said, the idea that a country can tax itself into prosperity is like a man standing in a bucket trying to lift himself up by the handle. It just doesn't work. And I think there's a lot of truth in that.
Maybe you should be quoting P. Diddy or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Winston Churchill.
Yeah, maybe Jay-Z.
That's right. Come on, get with the program. Hey, the plebiscite on same-sex marriage, when will that happen?
The Prime Minister has said that will happen after the next election. Obviously, this has to be determined by the government. And for me, I support marriage equality. You'd
rather it be sooner than later, right?
Well, I think it should be relatively soon after the next election. I mean, my view is I want government out of our life, and government regulates people out of marriage, and I want to recognise the love of two people. And so for me, I think a plebiscite is a very good way of making sure all Australians are part of that discussion and we actually bring the community with us. So, my preference would be for sometime pretty soon after the next election.
Talking of the love of two people, now, you know where I'm going with this?
You're going to get me in trouble, I know that.
No, well, I just wanted to show you this photo of you and Julie Bishop yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Look, that is an intimate hug. I just want to know, how'd that go down on the home front?
Well, mate, Julie and I were having a special moment, so, don't take that away from me. But I had quite a few text messages from my mates, but I haven't had any from my girlfriend, so I don't know if I should be worried or not, but what's your advice, mate? What should I do there?
Well, are you saying that hug led to some sort of relationship issue? I mean, it's not as if Julie Bishop's powerful. It's not as if, some might consider her very attractive lady as well as being incredibly intelligent. It's no reason for your partner at the moment to be jealous, is there?
No. Well, I'm very lucky to have both Julie in my life and my amazing girlfriend. Aren't I lucky, mate? Hopefully she's watching this morning. I am very lucky to have her in my life as well.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Good on you, buddy. Thank you very much for being with us, and we'd love to have you on more. It's refreshing to have a young mind in Parliament. Good on you.
Looking forward to it. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Lisa.